Hey everybody, this is Seth from Comingouttarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Where's my zombie? This is a reading for 10/24/2018. If you haven't already gotten your full moon tarot reading, check it out over in my playlist. I've got a bunch of tarot readings up by sign. So depending on what star sign you were born under, you can find out what to expect today. If you haven't seen it already, it's a good time to refresh it. If you have seen it already, and kind of know what that energy is that's going on around that full moon, like full on today about noon, and then as it starts to wane. So let's get a good insight on today in general. So if you have watched that full moon reading, this is gonna be integrated into that. So what we're looking at is today's obstacle, how you can overcome it, and how you can be more mindful today. This is tied in on today, where that full moon reading is more of a overview of what's going on around that full moon. That noise you hear is ferrets playing in the background. It's gonna be hard to catch. All right, here we go. So, obstacle for today. What's in our way? 4 swords. How can we get around it? Hey, Caroline. Good morning. Daughter of Pentacles. And how can we be more mindful? Ace of Swords. Let's see if we can get a shot of this little girl playing down here. She's under that. There she comes. Maybe. It just looks like a ghostly ball. There she goes. That's Laverne. Hi, Vern. She's done with the ball. Excuse me. All right. We've got flanked sword energy today. So that fighting that was going on yesterday, that push, that drive, that feeling that you had to constantly struggle against everything that was coming at you. And I shared, you're going to want to pull your tribe around you to make yourself feel, excuse me, like you're supported, and they're going to be able to help you through any situations where you're going to feel like you want to fight in a way that you can represent yourself in a better way. We're still in that kind of energy today. There's still a bit of a fight. It's just not as strong. What I would say is happen now is you're starting to put down the battle, starting to relax a little bit, but you're ready to take up a new one. So whatever was going on yesterday, that's resolved, done, moving on from it. But there's a new one that's coming up today, and we're going to talk about that in the mindfulness stuff in just a second. So a general overview, a lot of frustration going on up here, a lot of feeling like, why do I constantly have to fight today? Here's the cool thing. The obstacle from yesterday, like I was saying, that's going away. That's moving on, and you're starting to get into this other one, which kind of sucks some ass, really. It really just kind of sucks some ass. In fact, my how do I want to say this? My general interpretation of that is that this is an old wound. So the fight that you're about to take up next, because the fights aren't over, is an old wound. It's not whatever happened yesterday. This is stuff that's been going on for a long time. You're like, I still got to deal with this bullshit. Really? Why is it still here? So it's coming back. What's interesting to me is that it's kind of like, you know how you leave something in your fridge too long and it gets moldy and you just keep ignoring it, and you don't really, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to throw that away this weekend so that you don't have some gross, stinky trash, and you don't take that out. Next thing you know, your house smells like garbage. I don't know if anybody else goes through that. I go through that thought process. That's kind of what this problem is. It's one of those festering problems that just never went away. You started to ignore it. It was in the back of your fridge. You should have thrown it away a long time ago, and you didn't do it. So it's finding its way back. So while that other problem from yesterday is going away, this is one that's been around for a long time. That's our obstacle for today. How do we get around it? This is the Daughter of Pentacles. Couple things. This is different than the tribe. This could be part of depending on how you think about your tribe, this is more of a mentor. looking for that mentor or that leader who can give you some insight on, okay, I've got the, or parental figure, anything like that. I've got this thing going on that I didn't take care of. Here's what I think I need to do. What do you think about it? Because what you're going to want to do is rush in yourself, say what you got to say, take care of that moldy stuff in your fridge, throw it in the trash and take it out. But that's not going to resolve it. It needs a little bit of insight. So just like yesterday where you needed your tribe to kind of hold you back and give you the strength to communicate effectively, today it's time to get some stuff done, but you need a little bit of insight. Good morning, Catherine, from that either mentor, parent, leader, somebody who can give you just a little bit more oomph. And it doesn't have to be someone who's alive. So if there's someone that you normally talk to who has passed and you have a connection to the other side, it can be that type of connection as well. So I want you to think broadly about who can help guide you about the communication to deal with this past festering thing. Excuse me, and then go do it. Because everything here is telling me it's time to get it done. You just need a little bit of like softening of the edges. So how can you be more mindful today? It's that Ace of Swords. This couple things. How can you be decisive? Think about how you are decisive. How do you make your decisions? And if you sit back for a minute, and even if you're like traveling, if you're on your way to work, if you're having your coffee in the morning, excuse me, what led you to, I want to make coffee this morning? Or what led you to, I should check my calendar so I know what's coming up for the day, which is something I do. Why do I do that? So I know I'm prepared. Why did I make that decision to check my calendar? So I know what I'm walking into for the rest of the day. Okay, so why do I make those decisions? Because it makes me feel calm, comfortable. This is like multiple whys, right? Go through this process, better understand the decision process for yourself so that you can apply that throughout the rest of today, especially in deciding who you need to talk to about this festering wound, why you put off that festering wound thing, and how you can move forward. Good morning, Renee. How you can move forward and be the most effective person you can be today. I hope this is helpful. If it is, leave me some comments. Give me a thumbs up on there so I know that this is resonating with you, or at least it's something that you can use throughout your day. The more thumbs up you give me, the more other people are going to see this video and get the opportunity to have the same advantage you have to ensure they know about their obstacles, their actions to resolve those obstacles, and their mindfulness. So those thumbs up help other people, not just me. Also, full moon readings. If you didn't check out your full moon reading, make sure you go check it out. If you've seen it already, go check it out again today, just so you're in the know about what's going on with that full moon reading. And then incorporate this in it. So you can take the information from the full moon reading, layer today's obstacle, action, and mindfulness on top of that, and get a full picture for like how things are going basically this week. It's really your roadmap, your guide to get you through the week. So I'd love to hear about how things are going today. And I'd also love to hear about how things are going related to your full moon reading. So leave me some comments, subscribe if you haven't already so we can keep track of each other. And if you haven't checked out Comingouttarot.com, go check it out whenever you get a chance. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that too. Thanks everybody. Have a great Wednesday.